They dropped a bomb on a black neighborhood. That sentence alone should stop you in your tracks. But of course, they don't teach it like that. They don't teach it at all. May 13th, 1985, West Philadelphia. MOVE, all caps, like the word that you know, a black liberation group, had been targeted for years. Surveilled, harassed, beaten, arrested, their homes raided, their members killed. But the city wanted them gone for good. So they came with guns, with tear gas, with bulldozers. And when that didn't work, they came with fire. The Philadelphia PD dropped a bomb on a row house, a C4 bomb, military-grade explosives, in a residential neighborhood. The fire spread fast, but the police were not interested in saving lives. They stopped the firefighters from putting it out, for real. They let the flames consume an entire city block. 61 homes burned to ash. More than 250 people were displaced. Inside the MOVE house, 11 people were trapped. 5 of them were children. When they tried to escape, when screaming kids ran from a burning building, the police opened fire on them. A 13-year-old boy, Birdie Africa, was the only child to make it out alive. He survived by hiding in the smoke. His skin was burned raw. The rest left to die in the fire. The police claimed they didn't know if anybody was still left inside, but the coroner's reports told the truth. Some of the dead bodies had bullet holes in them. And when the fire was finally out, they scooped up the human remains and dumped them in a box. And somehow it gets worse. Decades later, it was revealed that the bones of some of the MOVE children who were killed in the fire had been kept, not returned to families, but stored at museums, used as teaching tools for Ivy League students. Black bodies, even in death, treated as objects. So what happened after the state-sanctioned massacre? Did anybody go to prison for killing 11 people, burning a whole neighborhood to the ground? No. No officers, no city officials, no one responsible for one of the worst acts of police violence in America's history faced justice. The only person locked up? Ramona Africa, one of the 2 survivors. A black woman who escaped a police bombing and was then sent to prison for it. They dropped a bomb on a black neighborhood, and they got away with it.
Yes, this only happened 40 years ago. 40 years ago. Millennials, you were alive when this happened. Gen Xers, we were alive when this happened. When people try to gaslight us saying that racism doesn't exist, it's a thing of the distant past, just remember this was just 40 years ago.